Hi there again. This video is going to be different than the rest. This is going to be about something I'm very passionate about myself. A few different topics I've actually prepared. Well, basically I'll start with the fact that I am a transhumanist, which means, well, how to explain? Basically, transhumanists believe that within our lifetimes we're going to be able to cure aging and eventually even reverse it. So what this will mean is, say, like in the 2030s, the gene editing will become so powerful that we will be able to reverse aging, stop it. That's basically just transhumanism. Now, there's been a lot of breakthroughs recently in gene editing. They're using a tool called CRISPR-Cas9, and what they've basically done is they've hijacked a cell in your body that basically changes your DNA code. The way this cell works naturally in your body is when a virus attacks your body and your body beats it, this cell will take a bit of the virus's DNA and store it in a big DNA bank. So if that same virus ever attacks your body again, this Cas9 cell will go back to its bank, get its DNA, and then give the other cells. It'll give the other cells the tools they need to destroy it. What I'm just going to say then is I'm self-taught on all these things that I'm going to talk about today. I've not done university degrees and stuff. I've done a H&D in mechanical engineering, but these things I've learned just on the internet because it's my passion. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so this Cas9 cell, scientists found out that it's programmable, so you can get a piece of DNA and give it to that cell, and that cell will go into your DNA, find the copy of the DNA cell you've got or you've given it, take that out and put the DNA that they want in. So this can be used to say genetically engineer embryos to be resistant to certain diseases like HIV. That's been done recently. The next topic is automation and how fast it is going to affect our society. Yeah, because it's going to be fucked up. If you just look up Boston Dynamics, that's Boston Dynamics. They have the Atlas robot that is capable of walking through snow terrain forests, picking up objects, putting them down in different places. Like, we're looking at, I would say in the next 15 years, like all warehouse jobs that people get at Christmas, where they're basically moving boxes around. In 15 years' time, the Atlas robot will be cheaper than the employee, in which case lots of people will be losing their jobs. I think in construction, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs as well, because the robotics is going to advance to the point where we've got humanoid robots that are capable of doing human tasks with human level of intelligence. Even if it's not human level intelligence, a basic understanding of what objects and pre-programmed tasks, you could automate a lot of jobs. You're also going to see a lot of taxi drivers, bus drivers, lorry drivers, all drivers, even pilots. They're all going to be replaced with an artificial intelligence that is able to drive the cars. Everyone knows this. Like, everyone knows, heard of this, but it's gonna take about 10 years to fully 10 to 15 years to fully take up and be a majority, but once it is a majority, the road will be a lot safer and a lot more efficient, but a lot of people will lose their jobs in the process. A lot of the reasons this is possible is because of a technology that's been around a long time, but it's only just taken off, which is machine learning. And this is basically where you can train a neural network to learn from its mistakes. It'll learn from its mistakes, and it'll change its actions based on its failures, like a human does. But the advantage of an artificial neural network is that computers run about 1 billion times faster than the human mind. So this software is making 1 billion mistakes per second, or some of them might be successes, and it's using the information to reprogram its choices. There's lots of videos about neural networks able to recognize cats in videos, like it'll put a box around them. So in cars, especially Tesla cars and semi-autonomous vehicles, they are fully laced out with cameras all around the car, and all the cameras are fed through a neural network that recognises other cars, pedestrians, lanes, everything, and these systems are learning at an incredible rate. The neural network is learning the more the cars are driven. So the more Tesla cars are driven, the more Google cars are driven, the better the network will get, because they'll train them off real drivers. They'll learn off watching a real driver. So a self-driven car, it's getting lots of time to learn. This video is more just about technology, really. Nothing too personal this time. With with the massive loss of jobs expected in the next couple of decades, capitalism must be reinvented, or it will fail. Pretty bold statement, but it cannot be allowed to fail, because the alternatives are not as good. If it was to fail, a Chinese Beijing would be very eager to jump down the narrative of democracy being a failed idea. I think the solution to fix democracy when the massive loss of jobs happens is to bring in a universal basic income. This is not something I live in the UK. This is going to be something that needs to be done globally, but each country will approach it in their own way. With rising national deficits, other countries look in a better position to survive the onslaught of automation. My current government not doing too well. I think they owe about 1.7 trillion UK pounds. Or is it dollars? I don't know, but that's as of December 2018. The United States deficit is going through the roof. I think I'm going to do one more, the last subject on technology, and then I'm going to make a new video. Right. artificial intelligence and the two options that we have, that we will have. The first option, because in all scenarios, unless nuclear war breaks out, artificial intelligence is going to be a thing, a real thing, and I'm talking artificial intelligence with 1 billion times more intelligence than a human being. And it's hard to comprehend that kind of intelligence because we are unable to perceive such intelligence, but the two options are laid before us. Option 1, we create artificial intelligence, which then turns around and looks at us, and we are unable to communicate with it on a substantial level to where we are useless to it. Now, what happens from this point is out of our control. It could be a series from a sci-fi disaster movie, Terminator, or it could be a benevolent god. But the second option, which Elon Musk is working on, which I'm thankful for, is the human-computer interface. Now, this is going to seem scary to some people, but the only way that we are going to be able to communicate on a decent level and even compete with such a remarkable amount of intelligence is to connect ourselves to it. Elon Musk put it, if you can't beat them, join them. So if there was a future where the artificial intelligence was online with 1 billion times more intelligence than a human, and humans were able to connect themselves to the computer system and transfer thoughts, feelings, emotions, and memories as fluidly as you transfer music files, then you would be useful to the artificial intelligence, because instead of the artificial intelligence looking over at a world of ants, all of a sudden it's getting massive streams of useful data, because human beings produce a crazy amount of data. It would be able to organize us into a more efficient, help us organize our time, our lives. And once your human mind is connected to intelligence that's 1 billion times more intelligent than yours, once the connection is such a high bandwidth and you're able to move a lot of information over, that artificial intelligence becomes part of your brain. And I'm not saying it's gonna, it might influence you, might control you, but going about your day-to-day life, your intelligence, you'll be 1 billion times more you probably have perfect infinite memory, 1 billion times more reasoning and cognitive abilities, 1 billion times more. I think artificial intelligence will understand emotion, so you could be able to tune your brain so you could have a higher emotional intelligence, higher musical intelligence. You'd be 1 billion times more intelligent in every field, and this would be for everybody. It wouldn't be for everybody at first. The first people to do it would have an advantage over the rest of their species that is unfathomable, and I don't know if I would do it personally. So leave your comments below whether or not you would be willing to connect yourself to a super hive intelligence, artificial intelligence, and communicate with it and send thoughts, feelings, and memories, possibly even record your dreams. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.